Life is affected in a diversity of ways by this shit. I will just mention a few personal goings on. You can compare and contrast with your own. My mother's 85. She's in the hospital. She went in to the emergency room for heart palpitations. But she's had hip replacements. And she's had 2 back surgeries. She has very high anxiety levels. She has various tremors that are not Parkinsonian, but they're called essential tremor or mysterious physiological, psychological complications from being such a head case, essentially. That dinging the phone, that is Gaza. Where'd you go, Dimitri? Where'd you go? Well, limited bandwidth. My mom's in the hospital, and I have a whopping tax bill to pay. And so does my mother. Now, all of my mother's finances I have to do all the 2-step verifications for those. You catch my drift. Two-step verifications in a world where, now she's in the hospital, she says there used to be telephones in the hospitals. Don't worry, I'm trying to make this go somewhere. I'm trying to make this go somewhere. Don't you know I can do it? I can do it. I can make this go any number of ways. But what? I want to speak germane to the issue. I want to speak according to your own concerns, dear interlocutor, audience member, spectator, observer, voyeur, or voyou, rogue. We live in roguish times, do we not? We live in roguish times. It's so hectic. Everybody owes everybody. Whether it's favors, whether it's money. What do people owe people? Money, favors. The Epstein class. Oh, this is a good recommendation. This is I watched it yesterday. It is Sheldon Whitehouse of Rhode Island on the floor at Congress speaking about, now it is, what was his term? He says, I want to emphasize, we don't have answers here. In other words, in my parlance, yes, we are speculating. However, Sheldon Whitehouse says that he is an attorney himself. And if the term is circumstantial evidence, he says circumstantial evidence sometimes can add up. Because it's a bunch of guys who work for the FSB and Vladimir Putin. So get this. I forget the name, but when Jeffrey Epstein got his job at the Dalton School, this is worth looking up. I'm just reading now. This is a note from someone in Gaza. I asked, how have the recent developments in Iran been affecting life in Gaza? They respond, the price is higher. Only few aid trucks are allowed to cross Gaza. No Gaza for cooking. And the Israeli army is saying to us, yeah, we're in war with Iran, but don't rely on that. But don't rely on that. And we will keep bombing you even though, and they are every day. Yesterday they have targeted tents in Al-Kateba area and 3 people have been killed. And I'm typing targeted tents, question mark. I cannot imagine. Well, it's about as inane as anything else I have to say. What was I looking up? Who hired Epstein at the Dalton School? Ah, yeah, right. How could I forget that? Donald Barr. That is Bill Barr's father. Yeah, that Bill Barr. So this guy, Donald Barr, supposedly, according to Sheldon Whitehouse, had a tendency to do unorthodox hires. Now, apparently, it is well documented that Donald Barr was a spy. I don't know who he worked for. We're going to assume that he was CIA. Because if your son is Bill Barr, I wouldn't know. There's not that many possible guesses. If you are the father of Bill Barr, there are some educated guesses to make. Spies. Control's crazy theory that there is a mole. You don't call it a mole, though. I mean, and there was watch this Sheldon Whitehouse thing. It's excellent. Oh my God. Oh, now that's my tax guy. Am I gonna say my tax bill? Hi, Jim.
Hi, Dimitri. I just sent you a text there that should give you what you need to pay it online.
Can you give me? We're talking about Halo Cyan 2025. I mean 24.
I don't know anything about that. So, Halo, that's for the Franchise Tax Board.
So, okay, maybe I'm misunderstanding. So look, I've got this tax bill that I'm not used to because of the, taking all the expenses all these years.
Right. So what are we talking about? The corporate income tax at $800 minimum tax?
No. I mean. No, the tax bill that you sent me about 3 weeks ago or something. The total, it's like 26,000. So whatever.
Okay, so you owed the IRS and you owed the Franchise Tax Board.
Right.
Both of them, yeah. So have you paid either one of those?
No, that's what I have to do right now.
No. Okay, so are you paying the IRS or are you paying the Franchise Tax Board?
I want to do it all at once. I want to do both and get it out of the way because it's annihilating my mind.
Yeah, no, that's good idea. So I just sent you the instructions to pay the IRS, and let me see if I have the instructions for Franchise Tax Board. Let's see how to pay. Use our web pay service. Yeah, FTP. So I'll just text you this link.
The online payment systems usually are fairly navigable to me. The main thing I'm calling about is, number one, digging out the correct totals from my information. I will not do it correctly, so I need the totals and the account numbers the precise numbers to type into the info fields on the computer screen.
Well, the last statement I got was January 26th, amount past due to the IRS, $20,999.27. That's probably a little more than that. Another month of interest and penalties. And the last statement I got from Franchise Tax Board, I think, was it a similar amount? 11,568. So I'll just text you these numbers, Dimitri. They're not exact, but it's the best I can do right at the moment.
Okay, and
I'll send you an additional little bit.
And so those are both Halo, right?
No, these are your personal 1040 individual.
I'm sorry, I keep misspeaking. Yeah, I keep misspeaking because this is a new twist in the situation, and I'm.
Yeah, I got you. But no, this has nothing to do with Halo whatsoever.
So this is all corollary. It's all results from whatever the taxes are, and then the bottom line is this. It's my and it goes both. This is under my social.
Correct. This is all under your
social.
That
because I keep thinking, for whatever stupid reason, Jim, I keep thinking, I have to dig out the Halo EIN.
Oh, no.
Literally all I need to do is log on to FTP, Franchise Tax Board, type in my social basically, and type in the amount, right?
That's right.
Yeah, and same for IRS.
Same for the IRS.
Okay. So my social should be all that's needed.
Social, they'll ask for your filing status on the IRS to verify your identity, which was single, of course, and then your address, which is my address here on 25th Street.
Yeah.
I just texted you that.
Right.
And the Franchise Tax Board, I'll send you the link, and I'll send you the amount, and then, if you have further problems, give me a call. But that should take care of it. But this is all personal under your social. Has nothing to do with Halo whatsoever.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All
okay.
Right.
Yeah. No. We sent me. No. I'll let you go. It's Monday.
Stage, but I don't. Unfortunately.
So you text me those dollar amounts.
I will.
Thank you so much for your time, Jim. I appreciate it.
You got it. Take
All
care,
right.
Dimitri.
God bless you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Did you just need to call me back? So why do this? What am I doing? What are we doing? What is all this? They asked Derrida in that film. The film is much better than I thought it was originally. It's probably because when I first saw it, I didn't really understand it, but I understand it a little bit better now. They ask Derrida, why don't you talk about some philosophical thing? He's like, I don't know. You point blank? Aren't you gonna? You got to give me something to read, or I can't just speak about something point blank. What can I say if I'm not speaking about a text? Then what does that even mean for me to just speak? And then he said some cursory things about love, and I think that he just stopped himself and he says, "No, this is absurd. This is stupid." No, not the subject, love. The contrivance. The contrivance of it all. You're asking me, I'm asking you, and it's on the film. And there's a screen, so there's a camera, and then there's a camera on the camera. I remember getting into a conversation with a philosopher about this. I even know his name. Nathan Gadd. I think he works for a white shoe law firm now. Anyway, he was doing he was studying at USC. I don't know if he was working with Higginbotham, but anyway, we talked about the Derrida movie, and he always seemed very perplexed by it. And he says, yeah, he didn't understand any of it. I'm digressing, but I am not. Once upon a time, there may have been privacy worries, about, people stealing your data or something like that. Viruses, computer viruses, and sabotage and stuff like that. I guess I don't really believe in it anymore. Like, what's actually happening? See, I will open more efforts we will probably be pursuing, us as a society, more efforts in the direction of experimenting with privacy. Because if the threats to privacy are so profound, if everybody can blackmail everybody, for example, I kind of start thinking that preventing blackmail is no longer the problem, or policing blackmail. The problem rather is that one would even have material that's blackmailable. Like, could you blackmail me? Like, unless you give me money, Dimitri, I'll tell the world that you did such and such. Right? Character counts. Why do I not have to be afraid of somebody exposing the worst untruths about myself? Because I have reason to believe that people have a sense of who I am and what I'm about, and then I worry about morality and that I'm a thinker. So Is my theory that thinkers are not blackmailable? Yep. Yeah. If you can blackmail somebody, it means that part of their life it's a virtual roadmap to enlightenment or lack thereof. Show me how I can blackmail you, and I'll show you how asleep you are.